Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. Today I want to teach you a lesson on negotiating at garage sales. It's still very early March here in northern Indiana, so garage sale season hasn't really kicked in yet, but I did see one sign in our town. Turned out to be a moving sale. So if you guys follow me, you've heard me say that when I go to garage sales or estate sales, that I like to talk the people up that are running it. That's not just because I'm a friendly guy and I like to talk to people, but it also gives me an idea of what type of negotiating I'm going to do. If you follow any other thrifting gurus, a lot of them will tell you to negotiate down to the very last penny and try to squeeze every dime of profit you can out of every sale. That is a viable business model, but in my opinion, it makes you kind of a jerk. So that's not my business model. If that's something you do, I didn't say you were a jerk. I just said it kind of makes you look like one. Personally, I like to talk with people, develop some relationship, and well, let me just give you an example, okay? So the garage sale I went to this morning, I started talking with the people, and I heard them talking to some other people, and I got the idea that this was their parent that had died, either mom or dad, and they were selling off the stuff, and then they were going to have to sell off the house, okay? So that's my first clue. My second clue was I walked all around the garage sale and I didn't see any prices on anything. So that's my second clue. That tells me that we're going to have to do some negotiating. I'm going to have to ask what prices they want for things. So I walked all around the garage sale. I got in my head everything that I was interested in. And I walked up to one of the guys running it and I asked him, well, let me show you. I just asked him about one item. This vintage mixer here. I had looked this up on eBay and I knew that I could sell it probably for 30, 35 bucks, okay, because it has all the accessories. So I asked him, how much you want for this? And he said, oh, I don't know. How much do you want to pay for it? Okay, there's another clue. I'm going to have to supply a price and we're going to play the negotiation game. So I said, well, gosh, I don't know. He said, you ever watch American Pickers? I said, well, yeah, sometimes. He said, well, that's kind of what we're doing here. We don't have prices on anything. So we just, we want to hear what you want to pay for it. Okay, so that was my final clue because he said all this with a smile on his face. So this told me that he likes the negotiation game. He wants to play the game. So, all right, I said, well, you got all these cameras here and I'm kind of interested in the cameras too. So he said, oh, okay, those cameras over there, well, they all work. How much you want to pay for them? And I said, well, now, mind you, I already had in mind the price that we were going to end up at, okay? But I knew that I couldn't start out with that price because he wanted to play the game. This was part of the fun for him. So I said, well, how about 20 bucks? He said, oh, no, 20 bucks is too low. No, we can't do 20. So then he came back and said, well, how about 40? Now, I knew we were going to end up at $40. I honestly thought he'd come back with 50 or 60 and I'd kind of have to counter with 40. But again, he wanted to play the game. So I couldn't just jump on it and say, okay, yeah, I'll give you 40. I hesitated for about 30 seconds, took a couple steps away, and I grabbed these things and said, well, how about you throw these things in too? Big grin on his face. Okay, yeah, we'll throw those in for 40 bucks. So I got all this for 40 bucks. Now, I already told you I can sell this for 30 or 35 bucks. I know I can get at least 35, 40 bucks out of this video camera. Honestly, I haven't looked that up, but I've sold video cameras before. This Big Shot in vintage box, I can get 35 bucks for that. This beautiful Polaroid 450, look at that thing. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got the manual and everything. I can get $35, $40 out of that. I can get another 20 out of this Polaroid. And these little wonder hangers, these will sell on Amazon for 12 bucks a piece. Now, the tripod here, that's probably going to end up in the trash because I didn't notice this there. I still would have taken it, but one of these legs has electrical tape on it, so it tells me it's probably broken. So the tripod will probably go in the trash, but everything else here is going to bring me a good return. So, you hear what I'm saying here, guys? This isn't just about getting the stuff and making your profit, okay? I not only helped that guy out because I bought some of the stuff at his garage sale, but I also gave him a few minutes of fun because he wanted to play the negotiation game. So when you're out thrifting, get an idea of why the people are having the sale, and then you'll know how you can negotiate with them. That is the fun that I had this morning. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you're finding in your sourcing.